In today's video, we are doing things a bit differently. I'm going to be talking about why I'm talking to the camera for 30 days and how that is helping me and what I plan to use that for in the future. Growing up, I have been really introverted and shy. I just could not speak fluently and eloquently. I always used to stutter a lot. I used too many filler words when talking to people because I was not able to express myself and tie everything properly, so I ended up using too many filler words to connect things. This made me feel less confident, and I also started feeling that what people perceive me as as less confident person. That was something that I wanted to fix. Also, I always used to think that only extroverted people are the ones who can speak confidently, they can speak eloquently, and always just that I'm not cut out for this. Boy, was I so wrong. At that point, I had no idea how to tackle this, and I thought people are just born with this. So in this year, I decided to make a change. I started my YouTube channel. This allowed me to talk to the camera, allowed me to embrace my flaws, allowed me to practice. And as the saying goes, practice makes a man perfect. And I'm not saying I'm perfect or anything, but the Ninad I am now is a heck of a lot better than the Ninad I was when I started this YouTube channel. And I guess the Ninad a year from now will be a heck of a lot better than the Ninad right now. I have seen massive improvements in my eloquency. My use of filler words has gone down significantly. I've gotten used to being comfortable with taking pauses, to process what I'm saying, and before I speak, just think before I speak, instead of just spitting something out. And through this, every single day, I saw the changes, but through all of it, I noticed one thing. I could not riff off from the top of my head. So I started making an entire script, word for word, and just using that for my videos. I used to read a block, try to memorize it, record myself, maybe do like 6 to 7 takes per block. So even shooting a 5-minute video started taking 45 minutes. And also, since everything was super scripted, I was just not being my authentic self. I was trying to portray as someone who's extremely knowledgeable and just saying the right things without having any flaws. And at one point I started realizing, okay, that's not something I wanted to do. I want to be my authentic self. So this brings me to my second point of why I started this channel. Being my authentic self. If you want people to connect with you, they have to feel that they're talking to a friend. If they feel that they're talking to a master or a guru, they're not gonna connect with you, and they might not even see your videos till the end. For them, you're just a basis of information. And to tell the truth, all these AIs out there are much better sources of information than I am, and they can provide you information like this. So people who are seeing this, they want to connect with people, they want to learn, they want to see how they're transforming over time, instead of just as a basis for information. Okay, so I've started changing my scripted nature into being more the riffing off the top of my head, and that's what I'm actually doing right now. I have no script, I'm just riffing off from the top of my head, and as and when things come, or as and when thoughts come to my head. Also, okay, this also leads me to number 3, as like I said, that I was so introverted, which made me super socially awkward as well. That was something I wanted to combat. So I started recording myself every day, talking to the camera, and also posting these YouTube videos. And the growth I've seen, I've just become a lot more eloquent now. And I feel that when I talk to strangers, I'm just not that socially awkward. I can actually think of things, I can riff off from the top of my head to make conversations, because at one point, I was just stumped. I didn't know what to talk about. I was just lost. So that has definitely changed. I wouldn't say, okay, it has changed decently enough, but not too much. But hey, if I keep doing this, I feel there's going to be a massive improvement going ahead as well. Okay, so now I talked about why I started this YouTube channel and why I even talked to the camera for 30 days. Okay, so what I plan to use this for. So in my previous section, when I talked about how I want to be more authentic, I want to riff off more, that was actually to make more YouTube videos, because I recently decided to split my YouTube channel into 3. And I plan to make more authentic videos from the top of my head, as less scripted as possible, so I can be myself when I talk. I can genuinely talk, I can bring my experiences out, I can talk about how I've transformed myself and how to help others transform. So that's one part of the things. And the second part, I also have a full-time job as a software engineer. And my job is fully remote. So all my meetings and everything are all fully remote in front of a camera, in front of a webcam. And as a more senior member on the team, I am expected to lead more meetings. I'm expected to make designs and make proposals and whatnot. So that really requires me to know what I'm talking about and make others feel that I know what I'm talking about. That's something I actually struggled at before, because I was just not eloquent enough. I used to use so many filler words. I used to stutter, which made people feel I was not confident. At least that's what I'm thinking. So not just social settings, not just being authentic, it's also about improving or leveling up my workplace skills. If you think about it, communication skills are the most important skills out there. You need them to just shoot up the career ladder. No matter how good your technical skills are, if your communication skills are not up to par, you're not going to get bumped up. Communication is what sets apart truly great workers from ones who are just average. Communication makes leaders, and that's what I want to be. And like I said, I also really want to mentor people at my workplace. So to summarize, the reason I started this YouTube channel and why I even talk to the camera every day is just, like I said, to be more eloquent, to be my authentic self, and to be less socially awkward. And I feel I have seen pretty massive improvements on this over time. I've seen improvement in my YouTube videos, the way I speak. I've seen improvements at my workplace when I'm in my meetings, I'm making points, I'm making proposals. I just come off as more confident. And that's why I feel even you should do this. There's massive benefits to doing this. And hey, I'm here rooting for you. If I can do this, so can you.